So here's a post by Ripple, XRP. Exciting milestone for Ripple in Australia. Ripple is obtaining an Australian financial services license. They got licenses in all the states, many countries. It's kind of impressive, very impressive. And they've been making great business development purchases. As we continue to bridge TradFi with the next gen of digital infrastructure, regulatory compliance remains the foundation of everything we build. So let's see what they talk about here.
APAC continues to lead in digital asset adoption and innovation. We're seeing real momentum with financial institutions and with banks. That's why securing our Australian financial services license is such an important milestone. Customers in Australia will be able to leverage Ripple payments for real-time settlement, global on and off ramps, and last-mile payouts, all managed end-to-end with Ripple. With more than 75 licenses worldwide, Ripple continues to lead on responsible regulation, and APAC is a major driver of that growth.
She said 75 licenses worldwide. They in compliance.
We're excited to keep building across the region and to support the next phase of institutional adoption throughout Asia Pacific.
Okay. Ripple said they going to town on licenses. I ain't mad at Ripple for that. I am not mad at Ripple for that. I'll tell you right now. That's a smart move by Ripple. It's acquiring companies, dealing in foreign exchange. They got the Portugal, Brazil thing going on. They're in Singapore. They got the stuff going on in Dubai, New York, Texas, California, all the biggest markets. They are now tackling Australia. Smart move on the Ripple's behalf there. I'll give you that. Now let's get to this next one. This is a customer profile from Bitso. Okay, Bitso looks like a Spanish, maybe South American right here. Let's see. So the problem, they show expensive cross-border payments. The solution, Ripple payments powered by RLUSD and XRP. So XRP pays the transaction fees. It's on the XRP ledger. RLUSD is a stable coin backed one-to-one. And that's what they're using is the XRP ledger and the token for the transaction fee and speed and finality. And then they are converting the money to RLUSD and then switching it back when they get over there. So that's pretty much what they're doing. Bitso is transforming Latin America settlements with Ripple regulated stablecoin, near instant US Latin America flows, regulated USD denominated liquidity, no more costly pre-funding. Okay, so let's check out.
The journey of innovation for stablecoins is really just the beginning. It's reimagining how money moved around the planet. Well. I am Gabriele Zuliani. I lead the revenue and sales for Bitso Business. Bitso Business, a company founded 11 years ago in Mexico, originally as a crypto exchange, created a second new business line, which is dedicated to B2B money movement. We are trying to solve the ultimate challenge of moving money across borders, which has been hindering the industry for the last 40, 50 years. When Bitso Business was created, there were two very obvious use cases in LATAM. One was remittance and the other one was volatility of the local currencies, both of which were immediately found as great solutions addressed by blockchain and cryptocurrency and stablecoins. The old model used to happen in days, if not weeks. Rather than going through 4 or 5 different hops and waiting a week for my money to land on the other side of the planet, I can do it like this. And I do it with stablecoins instantly at almost zero cost. So this is where the adoption is coming. And honestly, we think it is the tip of the iceberg. Adoption is really boosted by knowledge and by regulation, understanding how stable coins work, where are the reserves, how you're being audited and everything else, which created the trust. It's really transforming the way money has been moved over decades, how we can make the life of those corporations and company moving money B2B easier with a faster product and better service is so exciting.
So that was definitely clear example of what Ripple is doing. And then Timothy Garrison said, thanks. Oh, most definitely. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I think this is definitely some important financial innovations happening right now. So that was pretty cool to see that Bitso, what they're doing, essentially moving money, okay, in seconds across borders. The liquidity is flowing. People are able to receive their paychecks, their bills, and I think, again, one of the most important things you can have is the US dollar spreading. And again, as I talked to you about the clarity of the Genius Act, rather, okay, the Genius Act, that is US Treasury backed, US dollar backed. This strengthens the dollar, y'all. And even if you're not in the US, you probably want a dollar. It's the best currency you can pretty much get other than a euro, okay? Bullish, we are in the right place. Oh, most definitely. This is definitely bullish. Definitely bullish. So this is good, some good stuff by Ripple. So I'll be definitely keeping more tabs. Again, if y'all want me to keep more tabs on Ripple, put a yes or a fire emoji in the chat, okay? Put a fire emoji in the chat, or a yes if your fire emoji is too hard to get to. All right, and then this is the final post before we check out one more thing with Ripple. So we got 100 billion plus processed, okay? 60 plus markets, 51 real-time rails, RLUSD at $1 billion market cap in under a year, they say. Ripple payments bring it all together. Fiat, stablecoins, 75 plus licenses, so businesses can move money globally without the patchwork. I'm like, dang, they over here doing it. They over here doing it. I see what they're doing here. I see you, Ripple. So you got stablecoin access, Tether, Circle, Ripple USD. You have on and off ramps, MoonPay, Ramp, and Ripple. You got virtual accounts and wallets, Bridge, BVNK, Ripple. Processing payments, BVNK, Stripe, Ripple. Payment orchestration, Bridge, Zero Cash, Ripple. Custody, Fireblocks, BitGo, Ripple. Payments, Fireblocks, Circle, Ripple. Wallet as a service, Fireblocks, Ripple, BitGo, blockchain. You got Ethereum, Solana, XRP. Why are they pointing this out? What they're saying to us with this chart is the stablecoin payment landscape. Ripple is in all 9 categories that they identified. All 9 categories that they identified. Stablecoin access, on and off ramps, virtual accounts, custody, payment orchestration, payment processing, payment networks, wallet as a service, and the blockchain. They're saying we have this whole thing built out. You can be only using Ripple and their products, the XRP ledger, paying transaction fees in XRP, using their stable coin and all their wallet and infrastructure, which is all in compliance and license. I ain't mad at y'all. I'm not mad at Ripple. I'm liking it here.
Passive income. Gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple.